G'day viewers, end of another week. That means it's time for Totally Fucked Up Friday.
Hello, I'm here.
He is, and look, sometimes I like to do this video so late, the rest of the world knows what it feels like to not see the video on a Friday. Happens to Australians all the time when I do it late. Now this one, so late, it won't actually be Friday anywhere in the world. But it's the end of the week, so we can do a weekly roundup. And of course, the big, horrible and totally fucked up thing that everyone wanted me to say something about was the Middle East conflict between Palestine and Israel, specifically at the moment. It's that limited. Now, look, first thing, yes, the entire situation with the bombings and the rockets and the shootings and the reprisals, totally fucked up.
Absolutely and utterly fucked up.
But you know what else I don't like about it besides the actual killing, death and horrible situation people find themselves in?
Which is bad enough, right?
Very bad. I hate that you can't make a comment about the Middle East situation without some extremist calling you an anti-Semitic psycho with genocidal tendencies towards the people of Israel, or a Zionist baby killer who wants to wipe out Palestine, and sometimes for saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And the only thing creepier than that, in all honesty, to me, is no matter what you say, you'll suddenly realise there's someone who's agreeing with you who actually is either an anti-Semitic genocidal psycho or an apologist pro-Zionist baby killer. It's just, you know, the whole thing is so fucked up. It's like almost any comment is superfluous. Just really quickly.
What do you say? Nothing.
Yeah. It's the people themselves have got to work it out, obviously. But, I mean, you know, for instance, look to the Troubles in Northern Ireland, a religious-based conflict. It's a civil war that lasted for generations. You could argue it's not completely over, but it mostly is.
Mostly,
you know, yeah. But also part of my Irish heritage that I love, that someone would call a civil war that lasted for generations, the Troubles. It's a bit like when you hear about someone has a family where they have some unpleasantness that they don't talk about. It's just
it's like having, like, you know, a cancerous leg and you say, oh, it's a bit sore.
Yeah, and the breakthroughs in Northern Ireland were largely made by people who had suffered personal loss, family members or themselves, and being able to say to someone from the other side, you know what, we have to get together because this has to stop. I have to stop remembering this is for my granddad, this is for my sister, this is for my child, and I have to say, between you and me, we have to do the future. And when you look in the Middle East and you see repeatedly individuals, and both sides are guilty of this, individuals have committed horrible criminal acts of murder specifically to stop their own side from making concessions. You know what? That's when it's fucked up. And it's got to be, I don't know how it's going to happen, but people have got to come together and just say, we have to put the bullshit behind us and not always want payback, as hard as that is. You know what? That's depressing. So let's put on something that's fucked up in a totally different way.
Utterly.
The internet and people trying to control it, censor it, wreck it, governments and other instrumentalities. Every time one of these comes up, you know, SOPA, PIPA, international trade agreements.
You knock it on the head.
Up pops another one. And I say that every time. I say, like, okay, we can do this, but keep your eyes open because there'll be another one. And the latest one I've heard of is being put together by a group called the International Telecommunications Union.
And that sounds fuzzy, doesn't it? It sounds like a union. It sounds like they're for your good.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're about you. And fucking they are about you.
Oh yeah, they are about taken from you. This is the telcos. The international telcos who operate as such a ruthless cartel. You get like the mafia looking at them and going, ooh.
Jesus, whoa.
Okay, you know, fair's fair.
Yeah.
You know,
Settle,
I mean, yes, you know, I did shoot Tony the Shark through the knees, but I have limits.
This is too much, you know. Hey, I want to just role play with Angry now.
As I explain what's happening,
yeah,
AIDSy will be a telco.
I'm going to be a telco.
So,
100 years ago, I put in some copper wire. Give me $20.
I did. I paid the bill.
Give me $20.
You see, what's happening is the telcos are teaming up with governments around the world and coming up with these plans.
Give me $20.
People left out. And people...
This doesn't stop.
No, that's the implication. That is forever. That's their mentality. Like, we did something once, so pay us forever. Even though they've been subsidised by taxpayers to the tune of billions, if not trillions of dollars around the world, they don't stop. And they've
Give me $20.
Sat down with the governments, and it's all the classics like, oh, we want to be able to cut off people's internet access if we say so. Not because we proved something in a court of law, but because we say so.
Laws.
That's for the little people.
Laws are not for us.
So, there's another one. There's links down below to what's about it and some practical things. Governments are going to make these agreements and they're going to have horrible, horrible repercussions. So you want to send them letters and stuff saying, no, don't do that. We don't like that. Don't do it.
Hey, I got a joke.
Yeah?
What's the difference between casino security and a telco?
The ruthless, mean guys who beat up patrons whenever they feel like it, and a telco. What's the difference?
The telcos are in your house.
Sadly, that's pretty much the only difference. And look, one more reason why this idea of government and corporate top-down regulation of the internet is a really friggin' bad idea. Looking at the UK this week, there's been just pedophile story after pedophile story over in the UK.
As you do.
Yeah, starting with Jimmy Savile and all these dramas. And there are all these rumours, which these have actually been around since the era of Thatcher, that some Thatcher-era conservatives were responsible for terrible acts of child abuse and child rape.
What? Are you trying to tell me that Thatcher-era conservatives were doing wrong things?
That's the suggestion.
No, I won't have it.
There is nothing but evidence to suggest that they were some bad people. But rumours have been around for ages, and one Lord McAlpine is currently threatening to sue everyone under the sun for falsely accusing him, for saying, hey, he's the one. And apparently it was a trending topic on Twitter. Now, these people... And now, in England, people have been jailed for saying mean things on Facebook, okay?
Right. In jail. Right.
Not for hurting someone, not for going around and punching someone out or stealing their stuff, but for writing words, little glowing bits of phosphor on a screen that hurt someone's feelings.
You're going to jail now. Your bum's going to start at 5-cent piece and end up as a 50-cent piece. For our American friends, it's a penny to a quarter.
Yeah. Look, and I've never made a secret of the fact that I think, the haters online are the most pathetic, worthless, low-life scum losers on the planet.
They're the taggers of the internet, really.
Yeah. They contribute nothing, but they go around saying, I exist!
I'm here and I'm better because I'm mean.
So, I hate the haters, but the concept of jailing someone because they're mean is fucked up. And this Lord McAlpine is threatening to sue. Actually, he's got his lawyers saying they're aggressively identifying thousands of people who either tweeted or retweeted the suggestion that he was a pedophile, a charge of which he is innocent. So, including a couple of high-profile people, someone who's involved with the Labour Party, who actually only tweeted, oh, I see Lord McAlpine's trending. I wonder what that's about, innocent face.
Jail for him!
That's a her, actually. But
well, it's going to be a him when they're finished.
The concept that, honestly, people who engage in criminal slander, I think should be answerable. But the idea that people want to control online discourse to that degree is really friggin' creepy.
Yeah, but you control my online discourse, right? Because I like to be a nudist.
Yeah, look, and I know you did raise for me a story of laws gone out of control as far as you can trust you to find it was about nudism. Now, apparently in San Francisco...
I'll show you.
Oh, God. See, this is what I have to put up with. Nudism is not a crime in San Francisco, and particularly around apparently the Castro district, there's always nude guys about. I think they're even a tourist attraction.
I am beautiful, no matter what they say, even though my ball bag is attached to one leg. Which is true, by the way.
Yeah, little things that brighten your day.
It's
Stuff
not that bloody
you didn't
little.
need to know.
Give me a go. Come on.
But look, the problem in San Francisco is some people think some of the nudists are taking it too far. But, of course, with someone trying to pass a law to actually make it a criminal thing they can prosecute,
Bastards.
A bunch of nudists showed up to protest at the court building, including at least one of them who had a walking stick, which made me think you'd gone over there specifically for it. But apparently, no, he's just been having his private nudist protest.
Have you ever noticed that in public nudity, it's never the hot ones?
Yes, it's the 70-year-old people in a wheelchair that people go, not sure I wanted to see that.
No, except for me. People always go, oh, Eddie, I like your nude bits, except for the scarring.
See, sometimes there's sharing and sometimes there's oversharing. But the high point of this entire story is the guy pushing for the ban, for the ability to prosecute for the public nudity. His name's Wiener.
Yeah!
And so, of course, people are referring to his proposed law as the Wiener Bill.
So here's my wiener.
My only argument to this guy is, you can argue the pros and cons of nudity.
Check it out.
No. No. Help! Oh,
beautiful.
Oppressive workplace. Sorry.
That's one of the things I'm not allowed to do, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a court order.
No, because we said there's things I'm allowed to do, and because he can stab me, but I'm not allowed to get my wiener out.
Yeah. See, there's rules.
Yeah.
And I think one of the rules should be, if your name is Wiener or anything else phallic, you have the common sense to not get involved in any debate about nudity.
Yeah.
But I want to speaking of lawmakers in the US, my hero for the week is District Attorney from upstate New York.
Yes.
His name is Mark Sober, I think. I scribbled a note there and I can't even read my own writing. If you see me looking over there, I'm looking at my notes. Now, what has come out this week is that he has a secret history as a 70s porn star.
Yeah!
Exactly, man with colour. And particularly I'm a fan of his because even though it's come out, he's basically made it clear, no, you've made a big thing out, but no, I'm not resigning. What he has apologised for is lying, because he's at a press conference and someone's found out and he doesn't know they've found out, and they've said, did you do porn in the 70s? Anyway, no! No, and then he's realised genie's out of the bottle.
That's right, it's on film and stuff.
Yeah.
They can actually see it and stuff. I accidentally was in porn once, but that's a long story. But so he's gone, oh, that's right, I was in porn and that was me. Yeah, so he's apologised for lying about it, but he said, look, you caught me off guard, I was a bit embarrassed, and the first thing that popped into my head was to say no. But yes, it did. Now, apparently, even on the Internet Movie Database, his porn name, which was Gus Thomas, is linked to his real name, saying they're the same people. So, bit of a ledge, porn star gone into the law. But look, some pro tips I'm offering free of charge. Pro tip 1, if you're trying to keep your porn career a secret, keep an eye on your Internet Movie Database profile. Do that.
Yeah.
Really do that.
Yeah, because that's a dead giveaway.
It's a bit of a giveaway, that one.
Second, come up with a decent porn name, okay? Because Gus Thomas.
No.
What? Dude, you're even halfway there. Why didn't you go John Thomas?
Hello.
Yeah? Hello.
Hello.
That's a porn name.
That's a porn name. Like Buster Tyson.
Yes.
Which was mine.
Brick Cavity. I don't know. Any of these would do.
Oh, come on. That was just between you and me. You said you weren't going to say anything about Brick Cavity.
I say as little as possible. Trust me. And look, finally...
And there wasn't a horse involved.
There was 2. But my final... I know, secret talk. No one's watching. That's okay. Final pro tip. If you were a 70s porn star and you don't want people to know, don't have this sort of mustache.